And we are live. Welcome into the Arena, Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast morning show for Thursday, March 24th, 2022. I'm your host, Expat, along with my co-host, Burley of Burleyman Gaming on Twitch. Good morning, Burley. How you doing today?
Doing good. Just starting on my time off, my vacation of 4 days off.
Nice. I'm now starting my vacation time of 14 days off.
I hate you.
I just had to throw that out there, man. I mean, yeah, so because today in Japan was the last school day, so the kids are on vacation until April 8th, I think, is when we all go back and we all go back to work. So yeah. So, but gonna be busy doing other stuff and just relaxing for a week and all. Like I said, we're going to be doing some time off with the content creation, except for the weekly podcast on Saturdays. But and then the week after, we'll be getting back to the full, slate of shows and everything. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the vacation. But we have a morning show to do today, Burley, and we got a few news stories to talk about. Another game being delayed. We're going to talk about that. PlayStation is going to be still focusing on single player focused games, but the live service model is something they're going to be probing and moving forward with. We're going to be talking about that. The National Football League also has announced that they're going to start making annual VR games, so we're going to talk about that. And then of course Burley, Canadian streamer, Pokimane, she had some comments. We're going to talk about those comments as well, and get your assessment and what you thought of that later on in the show. So it's time to get the coffee brewing. Get ready to get that morning news going. All right.
Coffee's brewing.
We will be right back with the first story right after this. All right, Burley.
Got someone in the chat before we start the story. Good morning, Phoenix.
Hey, Phoenix. Hey, welcome in, man.
Awesome,
welcome into the
Patreon.
show. Yes, one of our patrons. Thank you so much for coming in, Phoenix. We appreciate you for coming in. So, episode 59 of the morning show starts with another delayed game. Suicide Squad, so Kill the Justice League, has been delayed to 2023. And I'm going to go ahead and get to the story here. So let me go ahead and drop that down. Rocksteady confirmed this earlier report, so another one, Burley. Another one bites the dust for 2022. We're going to have to wait for 2023. So this is from ONS Good over at Polygon.com. I'm going to read some of this for you now. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is delayed to spring 2023. Rocksteady Studios said on Wednesday, confirming an earlier report that said the DC Comics superhero adventure wouldn't make its launch target this year. Quote, I know a delay is frustrating, but that time is going into making the best game we can, end quote. Sefton Hill, the game's director, said on Twitter, quote, I look forward to bringing the chaos to Metropolis together. Thanks for your patience, end quote.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so heartfelt. I mean, gosh. Golly gee. Yeah.
We got Phoenix in the chat saying delays are becoming the new norm. They are. And you know what?
They've been the norm for like the last generation or so now. Yeah, definitely.
But I'm all for it. I'm all for these. When they do delays like this, to take their time, get the game out right, because I am sick of paying full price on a game. And I gotta wait 6 months to a year to get what I was promised.
Yeah, it's just the frustrating thing of seeing a game that's announced and then they say it's coming out at a particular time, and then it gets to about, say, 6 months or so from that time that it's supposed to be released, and then, we just have to take more time. I mean, just don't even put a release date on these games when you announce them. That's the problem,
Well, they're also announced way too early.
Exactly. That's what I mean. They're just announced way too early, and then around the time that it's about to come out, then they slap that delay label on it, And so, But anyway, let me finish with the article here. The game starring Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and King Shark was first announced during DC Fandom in August 2020 and was given a 2022 launch window at that time. It will launch on PlayStation 5, Windows PC, and Xbox Series X. Bloomberg reported back in February, however, that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was delayed, following other major projects from Warner Brothers Games that missed launch dates or windows because of the pandemic and other development challenges. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League will be the first game from Rocksteady Studios since 2015's Batman Arkham Knight. Warner Brothers has another Batman title in the works, Gotham Knights, which is being made by WB Games Montreal and due to launch October 25th. Should we be worried about that date, Burley?
That one, I think they're putting more of their time into the Batman and Gotham Knights. I really think they're putting more of their effort there. We got a few chat messages from Phoenix here. Yep. True. Oh, yeah, no doubt. I would rather wait and get a complete game than the game be unplayable. I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
So excited for Hogwarts. Wait to see the new gameplay they revealed was amazing. I agree. That game should be good as well. Oh, the Gotham Knights. Yeah. Phoenix, I hope you got a chance to watch one of our previous morning shows and actually the podcast last week where we actually showed a lot of the footage and the gameplay of that. So go ahead, Burley. We also got Phoenix saying one more thing here. I thoroughly enjoyed all the Batman games. I still need to play them, but this is not surprising. This is of their games that they've showed.
Yeah,
and you can watch our videos, but I'll briefly summarize my points. I am not really impressed with this game. This game does the only hook that has me is I maybe get to kill Superman.
Well, this was the game that had no gameplay. It was just all CG. I mean, Gotham Knights, had lots of gameplay.
Yeah,
we saw a lot of gameplay
section.
With it. Yes. We saw a lot of gameplay there, where with Kill the Justice League here, the Suicide Squad, there was no gameplay. It was just all CG. So that was kind of a downer and a negative towards the game at that point, too. Like, I don't know, is this actually coming in 2022, because there's no gameplay. So, yeah. But anyway, I guess as you guys were saying in the chat earlier on the Discord, you guys aren't surprised at this, and neither am I. I mean, I'm just wondering now, will it come out in 2023? It's like, they're saying they need more time to polish it up and everything, but how far off is this game? We don't know. Let's see some gameplay first.
I think I wouldn't be surprised if people have been taken off this project and to polish up and put in more into Gotham Knights and Hogwarts Legacy. Because let's be honest, those are going to be WB's big money makers.
Yeah.
Gotham Knight, like Kill the Justice League, can be a big money maker, but Hogwarts Legacy, that's going to be huge. Gotham Knights, that is going to be huge.
Yeah.
So, yeah. If I was them, I would put more of my effort there, and I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of sad that Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League takes a little bit, it suffers from it, but hopefully the longer time they're taking on this game, the more polished, and maybe we get something when it does come out. We're all like, oh shit, it's like a thing like Guardians, where you and I weren't too... we weren't excited with when Guardians was shown off, but when I played it, I loved it, and you've been playing it, and you've been enjoying it.
Yes, I'm really enjoying it a lot. So, yeah, we shall see. I mean, I think what you were trying to say, Burley, is now that this has been delayed, it's taking some of the steam, out of the marketing for like Gotham Knights and like Hogwarts Legacy. But I still think. Those two games are going to be amazing when they do come out. So
those things are going to be huge.
Yeah, I can't wait to play Gotham Knights. And Hogwarts Legacy as well. So, okay, time to move on to our next story. So we're going to be talking about PlayStation and still focusing on single player games, but they're starting to drift more into another area. We're going to talk about that right after this. So Burley, get that controller and let's get ready with the drone flight. Okay, we'll be back right after this. Yeah. right, this is from George Yang over at IGN. So PlayStation will keep making single-player games as live service ambitions expand. I know you love that, Burley.
Oh, yeah. Live service. I love them.
With PlayStation's acquisition of Haven earlier this week, the platform holder is pushing deeper into the live service space. But PlayStation reiterates that it will continue to create the premier single-player games that it has been known for these last few years. In an interview with GamesIndustry.biz, head of PlayStation Studios, Herman Holtz, says, quote, obviously we will always carry on making these single-player narrative-based games, such as Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us, and Horizon Forbidden West, end quote. He continued explaining, quote, but you spotted correctly that we have invested in live service games because that's incredibly exciting for us. Basically not exciting. He basically means profitable for us. It allows us to build larger worlds. It allows us to create really meaningful social connections between players, end quote. So, yeah, I mean, let's talk about this, Burley. Yeah, obviously PlayStation is amazing when it comes to their single-player library. I mean, I'm a big fan of Uncharted, those games. I love The Last of Us. The Spider-Man games were amazing. Of course, last year, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was amazing for PS5. And then, of course, now Horizon Forbidden West, which is so far my game of the year. But
not to mention Ghost
of Tsushima as well. Yes, of course, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I have a feeling with these single-player games that are going to start coming out, you're going to see more live service implemented into those type of games. And it might kind of destroy the experience in a sense. I don't know. What's your feeling on this?
I think this is more because look at their last two purchases. They bought Haven Studios and Bungie.
Yep.
And Haven Studios, we know, is working on a live service game.
Yeah, but is it multiplayer or is it single player? I mean, maybe it's a single player title with live service elements.
And we also know Bungie because of the whole Destiny, and that's a live series experience. And we got our other co-host, Turn-Based Carl, in the chat, like Gran Turismo 7. Yeah, they ruined Gran Turismo 7, and it deserves to be the Metacritic bombing that's happening right now. For anyone that doesn't know, they had live service in the in Gran Turismo 7 when it came out.
Yeah.
Or when reviewers are getting it. Let's say the car cost you $4 in real currency if you wanted to buy this car. Yeah. They've now jacked it up so it now costs you like $40 in-game in like real world money. Right. And not to mention the payouts on the races for the in-game currency got lowered. And you always have, and for even when you play just single player, the game is making you always be online. So I can't play, like if I don't have an online connection, I can't play Gran Turismo.
Right.
So they destroyed Gran Turismo. I think Sony, with that, after that experience, whether that was Sony or the developers of Gran Turismo, I don't think they will do this with their popular franchises. I think this won't be coming to God of War, Spider-Man, and all this because they realize you do that, they're done.
Carl says in the chat too, Haven said they are making a AAA multiplayer game. Okay, so multiplayer. All right, so not single player. All right.
I think they're going to keep doing live service, but for like these multiplayer games. So whatever Haven's doing, more Destiny stuff and stuff like that. And after Gran Turismo, I hope they realize never to do it for Gran Turismo ever again.
What about God of War Ragnarok, Burley? Do you think there'll be any kind of live service elements to that game?
God, no. They won't. They have to be. Get the button ready.
Don't worry about the button. It's all right. I don't have the button ready tonight. So
They gotta be beep, beep. You can figure out what two words. F and an R.
Yeah. So,
they're starting.
I don't have the soundboard on tonight, so don't worry about it. But I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They have to be morons to do that.
Yeah.
Carl, Ghost of Tsushima will add XP add a grind, but you can buy XP boost. No. No.
You're throwing things out there, Carl, that Burley doesn't want to hear. So,
Put me in
and I'm sure Phoenix doesn't want to hear it either, because I know Phoenix probably doesn't like all the live service crap and stuff. So yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just
Phoenix is laughing there.
Just stick to what you're good at, which are single player experiences.
Just messing with you. Actually, they just announced for Project Triangle Strategy, you can pay to get the XP.
Yeah.
Yes, Phoenix. Yeah, it's stupid. Yeah, no, this is so stupid. I hate this whole live service. Most live service games I hate, but there are live service games I don't mind and like.
Yeah.
I love Rocket League. I know people that have spent a little money on Rocket League. And it's like, if you want to spend $1 to get the one little hat for your car, I'm okay, because you can buy it with the in-game currency. The in-game currency, it's actually fair, the payout.
Right.
And Fall Guys is pretty fair too.
Phoenix says in the chat, I hate microtransactions and seasons. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about seasons. And I think that was like with Life is Strange is one example. I mean, they scrapped the seasons in the last game and just made it one full game, and I think it sold much better. But I mean, but that's a different situation there. But go ahead, Burley, what are you saying?
We actually got a few more in the chat.
Hey, Beckett.
I like Apex, but that's about it. Yeah, fair enough. Phoenix, Beckett, welcome on in. I feel like EA games aren't in the center field of microtransactions anymore. Yeah, EA hasn't actually gotten any press on that, but they can. They've been bad with it. Yeah. Like, they're still bad with all the EA sports titles.
Right.
So Carl saying battle passes can die in a fire. Very true. I agree. Racket saying, "Hey-o."
Yeah, Racket. Hey, welcome in, man. It's good to see you here, man. Yeah. So, we'll save the rest of this for another discussion. But we got to move on. But to hell with all the microtransactions and all that stuff. I mean, like I was saying at the beginning here, Sony should stick to what they're good at and what made them the best console. One of the best console generations ever for the PlayStation 4 was those single player experiences. Just continue with that and push on. I mean, all this live service stuff and everything, you're just going to make gamers more bitter if you continue on that path. But we shall see. I mean, it's still early on in the generation, but anyway. Okay, so next up, we're going to talk about the NFL, the National Football League. Partnering, of course, to make VR games an annual thing. So we're going to get to that right after this. So stay tuned. All right, this is from Ryan Dinsdale over at IGN. NFL announces partnership to make an official annual VR football game. So, this is pretty interesting. So I'm going to read a little bit of this for you all. The NFL has announced a VR football game set to release each year for MetaQuest and PlayStation VR. I still can't get used to that name, Burley. Meta. And it's just Yeah. So anyway, the annual franchise is being made in partnership with Status Pro, a sports technology company whose virtual and augmented reality products are used by actual NFL teams. Unlike current football VR games such as 2MD, VR Football, and the Patrick Mahomes Experience, which are more arcade than simulation, this new fully licensed game promises a realistic experience and makes players feel like a professional NFL player. So, goes on to say, Troy Jones, a co-founder and CEO of Status Pro, said, quote, "By partnering with the NFL, we will offer a new form of engagement between athletes and fans unlike anything in the marketplace. NFL football fans and gamers alike will be able to connect with the world of sports through authentic immersive gaming products that democratize the experience of the professional athlete, end quote. Status Pro's other co-founder and president, Andrew Hawkins, added, quote, "We keep the athlete first in everything we do, and as former football players, it means even more to be able to recreate what it actually feels like to step out on the field. Through our proprietary technology at Status Pro, we can deliver an immersive experience that helps NFL fans transform into pro athletes," end quote. I don't know if I would go that far, but I mean, yeah, this seems pretty cool. I mean, to actually put on a VR headset and actually get that, like, that feel of, you know, someone in your face and like just driving you into the turf. What do you think of all this, Burley? Is this something that you would try?
I will give you my thoughts in 2 seconds. It's just going to read because we got a lot here in the chat. Phoenix here saying, "I'm over here tossing pennies and wishing Wells to get that legendary dragoonry, but that's a pipe dream and irrelevant." Yeah, yo, never say never, Phoenix. You never know. Reckitt saying, Phoenix. Reckitt saying, "VR football. That's strange, haha." Phoenix saying, "This could be interesting." And Carl's, "I have to do something special," because he's like, "Annual," and then the face palm.
Yeah.
We're Phoenix. We're all becoming part of the metaverse. Oh God, no. Phoenix back to high school days. Carl, "Other football games have tried optional first-person modes. I don't think that went well. They may have."
Yeah.
Phoenix, I used to love playing football, so I am for trying it.
Yeah, I remember Phoenix telling me you were a nose tackle, right? Yeah. Like when I was a quarterback, but of course basketball was my number one sport. But yeah, it's cool stuff.
Can these VR football games give me like old NFL Blitz where I can put steroids and shit in and just be a 400-pound monster just tackling through 20 people?
Well, yeah, for any of you that maybe are from different countries and don't know much about the National Football League and American football, I mean, of course, what I would like to see, of course, in the VR are the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders up close in VR.
Oh, yeah.
That would be awesome. I mean, yeah. So,
we got Phoenix saying, "Yes, sir." That's what he did. Yeah. Burley played football. I played a little bit, and like I never played like any on an actual sports team. Would like mess around and play football in like grade 8 and 7.
Yeah, that Doug Flutie Canadian Football League up there. Yeah.
Oh fuck! No, I have never watched. CFL sucks. I can't watch CFL. NFL or bust.
Yeah.
But like,
right.
This
San Francisco 49ers are bust, baby. That's my hometown team. 49ers, baby. Yeah.
Right on. This seemed interesting for about 2 seconds until you read annual. So this is going to be the EA thing, where they're gonna.
You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna slap the Madden label over it. At some point, it's gonna be Madden NFL VR. You know.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Madden's name sells. Madden's name sells.
Rest his soul. Yes.
Rest in peace, John Madden.
Yeah.
But his name sells.
Yep.
But this is just going to be the same as all the NFL every year, where all that's going to really change, minor changes, and then the year changes.
Yeah.
That's all that is going to be.
Yeah.
Like the interesting part is playing this in VR, but you got to be knowing you buy one, you buy the 2023 version.
Yeah.
2026, there's not, by the time it gets to 2026, there's only minor tweaks and the year
and roster changes. And roster changes. I mean, so
Reckitt, like the FIFAs. Yeah, exactly. It's never, none of these sports games, they're never going to take the time and sit and do the work. Like I know MLB The Show has improved, was good. I don't know if it still is good.
Yeah,
but like I know,
try playing the Switch version in VR. Could you just imagine that? Yeah.
Well, try to market it. I think the Switch version will run better than the VR version because you can't do as graphically impressive with these on the VR because VR is still limited, and it's like I'm gonna dug out my PSVR if I had a PSVR. Buy a PSVR and this football. Like, this would be a tech demo I download, play for 15 minutes, and
yeah. Phoenix says in the chat, the only reason people buy them every single year is for the people who play it competitively. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, the competitive, leagues and everything. So,
yeah.
All right, Burley, it's time to get something that is close to your heart, I'm sure. Being a Twitch streamer.
Yes.
I mean, I am a Twitch streamer on occasion. On occasion. I do have my own channel. But I mean, of course, I do, of course, podcasting, and I'm a radio. I used to be a radio host, and also, I mean, I do my Twitch streaming here with the morning show and stuff. But you and Phoenix and Beckett and all of you guys, I think this story that's coming up next, I'd really like to hear what you guys have to say about this. So we're gonna get to that right after this. So stay tuned.
All righty.
Yeah. Okay, Burley, do you know who this is? She's a fellow Canadian of yours?
I think I've seen her. I can't say the website, but
oh, shut up, Burley! You know who she is. Come on, she's probably the most popular streamer on this medium on Twitch. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this for you guys, and I'm really interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. So, Twitch streamer Pokimane criticizes subathons. Now, Burley, before I go on, have you done a subathon before?
No. And
you have not.
I will get to my whole thing on subathons after her thing.
Yeah, okay. And I want to know if Phoenix and Beckett out there I know Carl hasn't, but and I haven't, but
what do you mean? Carl does subathons every other week. And I love
on,
Carl,
on Twitter, on Twitter.
Well,
okay,
let me just go through the chat here for a sec. Sorry, because we got some funny things here.
Go ahead.
Phoenix saying they have mute squads and build your own teams, and the people grind every year. Beckett saying, "Oh no!" as soon as it showed Pokimane's face, and then one of his emotes, and then Carl, it's Burley's girlfriend.
Burley's girlfriend. That's a good one.
Yeah, no. And Phoenix asking, "What's a subathon?"
What's a subathon? Yeah, like
well, you're about to
Phoenix
find
doesn't
out.
know what it. Come on, Phoenix, you know what it means. All right. Anyway, let me go ahead and read the story for you. So this is from Rory Young over at Game Rant. So Twitch streamer Pokimane joins the ongoing discourse regarding subathons, describing the practice as often unhealthy to do. So there's currently a conversation going on within the Twitch streaming community, and that's why I wanted to bring this up here on the morning show, because some of you in the chat obviously are streamers, and of course Burley, my co-host, is also a streamer, streams at least 5 days a week. So
usually
so talking about subathons, here you go, Phoenix, if you really don't know what a subathon is, which I'm sure you do, but anyway, subathons are streaming marathons where new subscriptions tack on extra time, typically requiring streamers to record themselves eating, sleeping, and living their lives away from the computer. Several high-profile Twitch streamers have commented on subathons recently, with Pokimane being the latest. Pokimane's opinion on subathons characterizes the events as unhealthy for Twitch streamers to do. So it goes on here. She says, quote, "There's no way subathons are healthy for a human being to do," end quote, said Pokimane, referring to the way streamers are forced to spend so much of their lives performing on stream for the duration of their subathon. Quoting one of her Twitch chats, Pokimane said, quote, "That's the point. Suffer for my pleasure," end quote. To which he acknowledged that, quote, "A bit of that is okay," end quote, but that there needs to be a line drawn at some point, and that Twitch streamers are currently going past that line. She clarifies her perspective on the matter, stating that viewers, herself included, as a fan of her fellow Twitch streamers, are incentivizing this unhealthy behavior. She says that subathons run on top Twitch channels are a matter of, quote, hundreds of thousands of dollars, major clout, followers, attention, end quote. and success in general. She characterizes the audience's reaction as, quote, "Oh my God, this person has been streaming for 3 weeks. Poggers," end quote, as extreme, saying these streamers need to go to a doctor, if only to ensure they're still healthy. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Take it away, Burley. What are your thoughts on this?
Let's just read the few things in the chat. This is not a good way to learn Wreck-It. Yeah, I agree. And Phoenix Sister hearing, oh, okay, yeah. Carl, Force, it's definitely a choice. Agreed. It is definitely a choice. I don't like Pokemon. I'm going to say this. But she does bring up a good point. But here's the thing. If you're going to do one of these in your bigger channel, you know you're going to be doing this for long. So this is your choice. Like, no one ever makes you do a subathon. Yeah. I have thought of doing one, but it's also at the same time, I've thought of doing it, but it's like, it's just not the way I want to do it. I have done long streams, and Wreck-It and Phoenix can attest. They were with me when I did my 1,000 follower special, where I did 10 hours. I was stupid that day because I don't think I took my first break till 6 hours in. Yeah. And Lord, I felt it the next day. Yeah. But you need to, for if you're gonna do a long stream, you sit and you plan. You should never. If you're gonna do a subathon, I wouldn't do one in the traditional sense of just keep going and going and going. Right. And filming me sleeping and all this shit. No one wants and needs to see that. B, you just do other stuff. If you want to promote and get more subs and do some stuff, you can be like, okay, if we hit 25 subs this stream, I will do this. I will do that. Yeah. Right? Like you can do stuff like that and reward and give stuff back. Yeah. But that I'm okay with, but it's your choice. If you want to do a giant subathon, that's on you. But you are never forced to. Wreck-It's typed in the chat. She's had beef lately with someone else as well. She has. Yeah. There's lawsuit stuff. I don't want to even get into that. Yeah. I personally, I don't like her, and I don't I've watched maybe about 10 minutes of her streams. I personally can't stand her. No, some of her comments and stuff is a little holier than thou, but it's like every politician that says, I'm against cheating and all these sexual things, and they all get caught with their pants down. Hookers. Yeah. Wreck-It, I want to. No, you don't, Wreck-It. Oh, you don't want to see that. No one wants to see that.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. I mean, what she's trying to say is a person that streams for a long amount of time, obviously it's not good for their health. Yeah. I mean, that's an easy, explanation. But I mean, you have people out there, they don't do it every week. They might do it once a year, or like you did for, you said you did for your 1,000, follower stream, but you plan, like you said, you plan and you do it accordingly, and if, the people that are they don't plan and they don't do it accordingly and they're streaming for 20 hours, they've still got the camera on while they sleep and when they eat and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty unhealthy. That's pretty bad. No. That starts to get into mental type of issues as well. Oh. You don't have a life outside of the camera, unfortunately, in some instances with some people. But yeah, I mean, if you want to do this, just plan accordingly and, just take care of yourself. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. And for this to be, a big thing, just because, she's one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, for her to say this, what's the big deal? It's
people are going to do what they're going to do. But most people that would do these kind of events and subathons and stuff, what they will do is they won't do streams leading up. They'll take breaks. Yeah. And, you have your breaks. If I'm doing a long ass stream, people here know I will take a break. I will take 10 to 15 minutes away, go, stretch, do a little walk, have some, I'm always chugging water when I'm streaming anyways, but just relax, get myself out of the environment for a bit.
Yeah.
Then come back in. That's what you're going to do. And I'm not going to, there's some things I have eat quickly on camera, but I will take the time and go into my kitchen and just eat off camera and just have my music going. Right. So people are there, and people are understanding.
Right. Carl says, let me read this, Burley. Carl says in the chat, it's definitely unhealthy and no one should be pressured into doing one. But if that's how you want to sell yourself, who are we to stop you? Obviously, of course. Yeah. I mean, if you want to do it, that's your deal, I mean, me personally, I don't do those type of things, They just, I'm just the casual streamer, playing a game once in a while, maybe once a month or so at this point in time, but I stream for other reasons, because I'm a content creator and, I used to be a radio, DJ and a long time ago. And so, that's my passion and that's what I want to do, but I'm not going to do it 20 hours a day.
See, whereas I'm the other kind of streamer. I'm streaming for that mad cash, the bitches, and the fame.
Come on, Burley. I would love to have the cash too. But
I don't. No, I don't. If anyone actually took me seriously there, oh god. No, this is all fun and it's just entertainment. And I knew Reckitt's just doing that laughing emote.
Yeah.
Because anyone, I think if if you've been in my streams for 20 minutes to an hour, you know what I'm like.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same here. I'm a bad joke guy. Just a bunch of stupid sayings.
Yeah. So yeah, Burley, we know what you like. Yeah. So I mean, I mean, and I hope all of you know what I'm like. I mean, I'm kind of serious at times, but I mean, it's because this is, I used to do this. Like I worked a long time ago and, for the #1 urban contemporary radio station in San Francisco for a couple of years. And I mean, that's where I got my training to do radio. And, I started doing this as a passion, the podcast, because I love video games and I love to talk about the news. So, but anyway, that's another thing. So anyway, Burley, let's tell everybody out there what's going on. So tomorrow there's going to be no morning show. Burley's going to a concert and all, and I'm going to be taking a week off. Because I have 2 weeks off before the new school year starts for my regular day job. So I'm going to be taking some time off and getting some rest and relaxation. So the morning show will be coming back on April 4th. Monday, April 4th will be our next morning show. We will still be doing the weekly podcast and post show. Which will be recording episode 79 this coming Saturday, me, Burley, and Turn-Based Carl. So hope you can stay tuned for that and watch that. And then our other shows that are on Patreon are Star Trek, our Marvel show for Moon Knight is going to be starting soon. We're going to be starting that up after I come back from vacation. So stay tuned for all of that. So,
and I'm just going to address some things on the here. In the chat, sorry guys, had a phone call. No problem, Phoenix. Concert, nice. Yeah. Concert's gonna go see. Some of you may know who this man is, Eddie Van Halen. I've seen his son's band, Mammoth VH, at a little club in Toronto.
Nice.
I live in the city of Hamilton, so I gotta travel. But the problem is, if it was at the normal place that I usually go there, it's like a 5-minute walk from the bus station, so I would just bus it and stuff. But I can't without it being like way too late, and I'd get home at like 1 a.m. So it's like, you know what? I'll get a hotel, I'll lounge.
Yeah.
Phoenix saying,
ain't y'all a little old for games? Yeah.
I bet that's gonna be dope. Yeah, I loved his solo album, and he's actually been doing a cover of Alice in Chains' "Them Bones." Yeah. I love that song. So It's gonna be a fun time.
Yeah. So Burley and I, we were talking about it, and it's like Burley's gonna have like a hotel room and stuff, and having to do the morning show from a hotel room, and so we kind of decided we'll just we'll stop the morning show from today, and come back on the 4th, April 4th on Monday. So
well, it's just like, sorry everyone, it's just like I didn't want to lug around a laptop, the microphone and everything. So it was just like, because I'm gonna go shopping in the one mall, because I just want to, what, the last 2 years I can't, like, I haven't been able to do anything, so it's like, just have a day out for a couple hours, just do that, relax, and just do stuff I want to do. Phoenix in there, Never Too Old for Games.
That's right, Never Too Old for Games, man. Yeah,
great song. Wreck-It Hotel Room, I'll book my flight. Oh, you best start flying now.
Yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and throw some of these at you. So episode 78 of the podcast, it's of course on audio and free podcast services, of course. You can download that now, and of course it's in video format on our YouTube channel, The Arena Productions, so you can check out our YouTube channel. If you haven't already done that, come by and hit that like and subscribe button, and of course we're pushing for YouTube partner. So please when you're watching one of the videos there, watch it in its entirety to help us. We would really appreciate all of your support. So thank you so much. You can also follow us on Twitter at The Arena AMPGNP, which stands for Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast. So you can find us over there on Twitter, where our other co-host, Turn-Based Carl, is our Twitter ambassador there. And you can send me or Burley or Carl messages, and we'll get back to you. And we also have a Discord, of course, The Arena podcast, where you can come and join our Discord. The link is below there, the invite link, and you can come and send us questions and comments about the podcast, or about the morning show, or any of our gaming news stories that we talk about. So we'd love to have you and talk with you.
And for anyone that's in my Discord, if you don't have time to type that, just DM me or message me in my own Discord, because most people here are in my Discord, and I will send you the link, no problem. And we got Carl saying, I can't wait to be a retired old man playing video games all day in the nursing home. There you go. And Phoenix Burley, oh, looks like you've lost some weight. Oh, thank you. I don't think I have, but thank you.
Yeah.
It's all the spiritual opium.
That's right, man. The spiritual opium, it boosts that the gaming level, of course, for us old people, right, Burley?
Yes, I'm old now.
Yeah. You're old, I'm older. Oh man. All right, so that's gonna do it for this edition of the morning show. So we will be back. The next morning show will be on Monday, April 4th. So we hope to catch you then. And of course, episode 79 of The Arena Multiplatform Gaming News Podcast is going to be coming up this Saturday. Me and Burley and Carl are going to be recording that, and then it will go up, of course, to our Patreon in early access and ad-free for the first day, and then it will go up, go to the public, and go up to free podcast services and audio format, and of course up in video format to our YouTube channel, The Arena Productions. So stay tuned for that. And for the morning show, like I said, April 4th, we will be coming back, Burley and I, and of course all of our other content shows, we will be starting those back up after April 4th. So stay tuned for all of that. All right. So I want to thank Turn-Based Carl for coming in. I want to thank Beckett for coming in. I want to thank Phoenix for coming in. Thank you so much for coming in and being with us today. We really appreciate you guys. And for all of you as well that watch in video on demand, we thank you so much, and we appreciate you, and thank you all for your support. So, all right, Burley, I think that's going to do it. So I hope all of you have a great day and a great rest of your morning. And we will be back with the next morning show on Monday, April 4th. So have a great rest of your day and a great week coming up as well. So, I know, Burley, you're going to start playing Kirby, right?
Yeah, I'll be doing some Kirby tomorrow.
Yep.
And we've got the Stream Loots deck, so even though Kirby is an easy game, if you guys want to see me die, you know how to make it happen.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Okay, everyone. So that's going to do it for us. So take care and have a great rest of your day.
Bye, guys. Love you all.
Peace out. Burley, kill the feed.
With pleasure. Yeah! Go, my axe, go.